Hello and welcome to What If I Was in Dragon Ball Z? Now, you're probably wondering how the deja vu's are you in Dragon Ball Z? Now, when this will start off, because I have seen a strange amount of What Ifs, so I know that Goku has his Bardock and Gine is his parent. I know that why Gohan had to cut off Goku's tail. I know he got stomped in. I know that he died. I know that in some What Ifs he didn't die. I know that Vegeta's left or right arm, don't remember what arm it was, broken because it was training too hard or something. Yeah. Yeah. So, this is going to be What If I Was in Naruto. Now, when I was doing this, I was roaming around, just walking around, and it was a heck of snow, and I was jumping around in it, and I kind of fell through, splat. A hole, of course. I fell through a hole and splat. And then I wake up, and I'm newborn now. I was born the same as Goku because I think Goku's power level was either 2 or 500. I don't remember. But mine is 10. It's about 1,000. Yeah, 1,000. So, yada yada yada. Frieza does a supernova. Now, I don't go to Earth with him. I actually go to a different place. I'll just call it the star planet that they call it. They call it that because it looks like a star. Now, that is where the extremely powerful people are. So, I go there, blah, blah, blah. I get trained up when I was 4. And I know that I have a really short temper, but I can extremely, and I can get it on like it's nothing. So, I also know, because I have since I extremely short temper, that I have legendary Super Saiyan God. The legendary Super Saiyan. Now, you're probably wondering, do they know about the Great Ape thing? I do, so that's why I don't go in the, don't look at the, yeah. I do, so I don't never, ever look at the moon. And I'm able to control it, control the Great Ape, or the Great Ape form into a untapped potential, so I get to, the Great Ape form gives me even 10 times more of the power, so I don't change into a giant ape, yada. Now, what I have on right now, and it's been about 12 or 5 years, so yeah, and I've been training a lot, so my power right now is up to about 20,000. I don't remember when everything, yada yada yada. So I actually go into Earth because I know I say bye to my family. I say bye to yada yada yada. And so I get into space pod and teleport to Earth. So since I know flying, ki. I also know how to make my own move, and it's called Supreme Wave. Wait, what did I just say? It's called Supreme Wave. Now, the Supreme Wave is like a one-handed Kamehameha, but instead of it being blue, it's red, like a times 10. But it's red, and then it has an outline of what it looks like of a sun. So that's why it's called the Supreme Wave, because it's a supreme way of the one-handed Kamehameha, and it's almost 10 times stronger than the Kamehameha, and not strong enough for the times 4, but it is strong for the super. So I get there and I walk around since I since I don't have any conditions, blah blah blah. Of course, my tail being around my waist, of course, and like so I usually have this on. You have this on, so my tail is wrapped around my waist, and my tail is wrapped around my waist, and so I usually wear this just because of the why not, except for this thing that looks dumb, like the neck thing. Yeah, not putting that on. So I usually walk around, and yeah, I look exactly like this. Not in real life, that's for sure, but I look exactly like this in this. So yeah. Then it gets to the tournament part, so like it's been 16 years and I've been training for 4. So I am like no, not 16. 14 years. No. 12 years. I think that's when the tournament got. I don't remember. So I am about what? 18, 17, 16. So I've been walking around, blah blah blah, and I zoom for the tournament now. Once I hit the yeah, blah blah blah. Then it goes to me, cause we switch around, so it's me versus Goku. And then after that, it's me versus Tien, and then it's me versus Piccolo, because why not? So after that while, if you know what I'm like doing right now, it's like scratching. It's not scratching. That's the sound of scratching. I'm putting my fingerprints on a wall. So, yeah. If you know which way I'm doing it. Side, side, side. Now, after that, it gets me versus Goku. Now, he says, you're pretty strong. So, he says, the announcer, I don't even remember his name. I don't even think he had a name. I think it was like an announcer, and that was basically it. He says, 3, are you ready? Cheering. Yada, yada. Yeah. He says, 3, 2, 1, go! Like, pretty fast beats. Hitting Goku. Getting a little wind pressure, like a little knockback-ish, so he goes back. Couple. Then we just kind of start to fight. And there's Heckle just. And the ground starts to kind of break into itself. All the wind pressure coming off of the fists and hands. Now, yes, I have these gloves on because grabbing Goku's right arm and making a full-on plummet down. But he catches himself and flies up and almost knees me. I mean, drop kicks me. But I spin out the way and I make a key blast with the hitting him and making him fall down a little. Making an unusual Goku, as I say. Yeah. Battling. Boom, bam, 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 bam. Sound effects. Those are the fists. Oh my god. them flying up somewhere, and that's a clash, like a. That's the ground breaking, and I drop kick Goku with enough pressure not to kill him or anything, but enough pressure to knock him out almost. And with the you see there's smoke everywhere. Me charging up just for a key enhanced punch. So when I key enhance my fist, they look they look yellow from this piece, the glove right here down. And I don't even think Goku knows how to do that. I don't remember if he can do that. I don't know. So, yeah, after that, 1 second. I seriously do not care about this dumb ad. I do not care. So after that, finishing blow. Goku barely stands up, and I know that he has to win this other fight, so he has to win Piccolo's fight, because I know that, and I just walk out of the ring. What are you doing? Huh? No, I'm too strong for you. I don't know how much Goku's was in his almost adult form. I think it was 16 or 17 at the time. I think it was 5,000, I think. 5 to maybe 6,000. So I was probably using about 45% of my power. That last attack only was using up about 3%. And he says, now my name in this is Sora. I don't saw that's sky. I fly or something. Sora disqualified itself. Now I don't know what my last name would be, but Yamoshi. Sora Yamoshi. Perfect, brother. I am. Sora Yamoshi just disqualified, just won out himself. And it was baffled, pretty baffled-ish. Huh? I just say, you better win this other round. And I just walk out. And then I go to the bathroom because I actually really need to pee because, pee. Now you're probably wondering where I got this scar from. I don't know, fighting giant dinosaurs 90 more times bigger than a regular T-Rex. So yeah. Now, since I know that my tail is a very big weak point, I usually train that up maybe 5 times more than a regular person would. Which, yeah. So, after that situation, I go to the bathroom and I go out and I just was actual cough. That wasn't like yeah. That was actual physical cough. That's not what that's not what Sora did. Sora Yamamoshi. I am Sora Sora Yamoshi. Or you could just call me Sky. Nah, just Sora. Or just call me Sora. I'll go to the bathroom and yeah. Now, since I kind of been doing everything, I would actually watch the Piccolo fight. And would be... Now, of course, Goku couldn't, do anything because if I'm correct, he couldn't fly at that time. I don't think he could. I don't remember. Now we skip into the Cell fight. Now after that, I actually go to the Krillin. I actually had the Krillin fight, so like, who cares? Like. You want what? Yeah, 3, 2, 1, blah blah blah. So we both clash at each other. He can Krillin, of course, blocking, gets pushed back just with one blow, almost to the face. But I actually turned my fist, putting it in his stomach, turning my fist like a Rasengan. How Rasengans like have that front motion and then they turn it and then push you back. Yeah, I do that and I go with a straight fist now. Because my fist was like in the uppercut motion to the stomach, and then if you turn it fully, it goes into a straight punch into the stomach. Yeah, like a... Yeah. He goes flying back, barely even able to catch himself. And I don't let him get back. I don't let him catch himself enough. So, after that, I hit him with a stomaching blow. With a elbow hit to the stomach. And make him fly back even more. And he flies out of the ring. Just with 2 hits. Or the 2-hit blow. Like it was nothing, and I just walk out of the stage. Now it gets to Goku. Yeah, okay. Yeah, the same thing happens. He goes his way, and then I know that he has to stay in his giant form. So I just let him stay in his giant form. Not doing anything, just chilling. And Piccolo would notice me, and I'm like, and he would actually drive. And I'm like, I cut. I think it was like hockey. Hockey. I'll just a shock back. I mean, nah, he doesn't notice me. I'm too small, quote unquote. Yeah, he gets defeated, and blah blah blah. And I asked if I can actually join the Z Fighters just for the funsies. And mostly because why not? So they asked, and he said, and I say, yeah, sure. After that situation, I think it gets to the Saiyan arc. So blah blah blah. Chi-Chi, Goku, Gohan. So since I know that he has to die because, yeah, I just let everything happen in canon, and blah blah blah. He wins. Now, of course, I know the final, but I don't use it because it's boring. So I just full on forgot how to use it. Instrumental. Because I usually, mostly, and I mean all the time, been using my Supreme, like, usually been training on my Supreme Wave so I can perfect it. Yeah. Yeah. So, I just watch and watch until it gets to Vegeta. No, this is when I actually physically step in for once, and I'll be like, he won't win. And Vegeta like, a Saiyan with an actual tail. I know where I am from. Don't mind that. Just because you think you're better. Now at this time, I just been meditating, getting my cooldown so I don't break anything or destroy anything. And that's how my power gets up even more the more I meditate. So right now, I'm still at 20,000 because I haven't been training as much because I know that if I train too much, I feel like I'm going to be overpowered. So that's why, for now, I have been training 3 to 2 times after that. So I'm at 23,000 for now. He would say, 23,000? Impossible! Because I think Vegeta's is like 18,000, so he's like 2,000 up. Like, I'm sanely. I'm like, blah, blah, blah. Let's just get this over with. Blowing wind pressure from 2 fists hitting each other, and that actually breaks Vegeta's, thermometer. I'm just gonna call it that because Scouter, thermometer. Yeah, that works. So after that situation, after that, we start to fight and fight. Since I'm actually using, secrets. Since I was actually born with the parallel of 500, if I'm correct. Mine's just about 4 to 9 times, 24 times, maybe more, of my power, so, yeah. Focus. Now, they thought that they felt this insane power that it could be a threat, and I say, whoa, I'm not a threat. But I didn't notice it because at this time I actually suppressed my power enough, so, not even a single dog, you feel me? Not even a single person can feel me. Maybe the sky people wouldn't either because I'm millions, almost trillions of miles away. And so we fight and fight and fight. Of course, me using 2% of my power. Well, me actually using about 49% of my power. Of course, him, Vegeta getting flown back. Now, never actually survives because I actually want to challenge, so I'll say, actually throwing Ki Blast, and we'll say, get out of here now. But Sora, I said, get out of here. So they get out of here, except for Krillin, except for, if I'm correct, except for Goku. I think that's it, honestly. Since I'm actually just fighting Nappa for now, I think Nappa is 15,000. So, I hit him in the stomach, just breaking off some of his chest armor. His stomach armor. Cough up some blood like this. What? Ow. Just a little tiny punch. How dare you? Now his power level was actually up to 17,000. I was like, you think you can defeat me, Kakarot? Yeah, blah, blah, blah. I'm fighting him. I'm actually using about 50% of my power because since he's a big boy. Yeah. And he's actually starting to pretty annoy me. because it's been getting hit a good amount of times, so I've been getting pretty mad and annoyed with I won't lose. I look like this, but without the, look like that, but without the, whiteness. Meter down! All of a sudden my power goes up striking. It's almost 30,000. Like, what? Now my band is still on. And my hairband is still on, of course. Hitting him in the stomach. Extreme speeds now. His entire back of, back armor is cracking everything, and breaks off from the mere pressure of air. It's like, yeah! Turning my fist into a straight punch, and Nappa going through 3 to 4 mountains. Me flying over that insane speed. And then I gotta keep as I got a weird green key, like a reddish, this type of color. I think that's like yellow and reddish green key blast. I throw it at, I don't throw it, actually it's a beam, so that's an energy wave, so it's like a have this. What? I won't. As Nappa says. Now his power up, his level is about, because why not? It's about 22,000. Of his armor is off. It's actually, his crotch area, of course. The jammies. How dare you! Let's go! Him, of course, making a move and throwing it into the air. I look at it and I get even more power because remember, when I look at the moon, sometimes if I'm in good amount of mode, I actually even get more power as powers like imagine this, or but about 10 times more bigger. It's big, like about this, like this entire piece right here. But imagine that, imagine this, but almost 10 to almost 20, 5 times bigger. Now, of course, my headband is off, and I look. Oh, you almost seen something I didn't want to let you see. I actually look like this. I actually don't look like this. This is actually my armor, but I actually look like this. Of course, my shirt being off, literally, doesn't have the shirt on. Of course, me still don't have the gloves. Now my power is at 300. What am I saying? 300. About 35,000. Of course, then come the grown-ups, and I just punch Nappa with things, saying full-on direct right hook to the face. Boom! Make him fly. Just. And know that I had to actually defeat Nappas. Like, I get at soon change speeds because he's like downwards. He's in downwards, like he's in the air, upside down, and I get his tail, and I just making him slam to the ground, making an extremely big air wave. Everything over there just breaking, and of course me getting back my, flying back over there, and I just get a green ki blast again, and I just hit him with a energy wave, just a giant energy wave. Nappa sees this, and he makes a eraser cannon in his mouth like a. They both clash. Now my power is at 37,000 because the more I use, I think that's my raffle form. Me winning the beam. What's going? The beam challenge. I'm just gonna call it that. The beam, the BC. Me winning the BC. Almost erasing. Everyone just. All they see is Goku. All Goku and Vegeta see is like a giant, and I mean pretty big. I mean like a spirit bomb big. Destroyed. I mean spirit bomb big. Just a. I just fly over there at him at change speeds, hitting Vegeta, even though I know that, So, he turns into a great ape, even though I know for a fact that, So I get a ki blast, and I throw it at, blah, blah, blah. Same thing happens over and over again, and I actually pass out from, all that. And now my power is back to about, 24,000 if I'm correct. I kept it at 24,000. Like 25 or 7,000, I don't remember. Yeah, after that happened, I actually passed out from, almost passed out. Actually passed out, never mind, I just passed out in general. From all that raw, enormous energy. Yeah, of course Vegeta getting late, blah, blah, blah. I actually wake up about 3 to 2 to about a day later or 2 days later. What happened? Well, we're in this weird form that was exactly like this. We got a picture of it, but barely. Knew it. As I say in my mind, of course. Now, of course, I get my this thing on there, the red thing you just saw on there. Let's just start this again. Now, I start to train for about 6 years inside of the time. No, I don't just train in there for 6 years. I actually just train in there for like a month, so it's like an hour, if I'm correct. Because I think they have the technology. I'll be training there for a month, and I've actually been able to control this lethal raffle form. Yeah, so I'm probably just going to end it off there for now, because that's. And now my power is up to about 20. In my base form, of course, my power. So in my in my raffle form, of course, my power goes up to 37,000, and then my times 35,000 and times 2 gives me a times 2 boost, which is 37,000. If I train for a month, if I'm correct, I get about 26,000. So now that raffle form gives me about 37, and that times 2 boost gives me a 39, if I'm correct. So I just need one more. That's it. Yeah. Of course, me still having, when I'm in my raffle form, has those surprise. Much more powerful now. So I've just been walking around. I've just been bored. Been training a tiny bit. Not enough, not a lot, but training a tiny bit. Just I know what you're thinking. Isn't there time to... Since I actually know the Spirit Bomb, I'm able to actually make it into a blast. So, you know how there's, in Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, there's Brave Heart, and then there's Sand something. Yeah, I have that, so, I have the... I fly over to them, hitting them, and then flying back, making a key blast. Yeah. After that situation, ow! After that, in general, blah blah blah. Then I think Goku comes. He comes back. Not he. Yep. Vegeta comes back. Yeah. Making a time space. I think he doesn't come back yet. He'll say, we'll do this later. And all we see is 5 times more powerful levels of Goku's. I'm actually going to boost the amp for the Ginyu Force just for now. So they actually got the grapefruits or the vine fruits. I don't remember what they're called. They got that, and now their power level is almost 5 times higher than Goku's, and that's mean like a Kaioken 20 type of thing. That's yeah. And I actually learned in this time. I actually have a form that is actually called Raffle Kaioken. So it's like Kaioken, but it has the Raffle form. So it's Raffle Kaioken. So it's a raffle. So my pure heart, of course, Didoi, gives me Kaioken. And then for some reason, every single time when I use Kaioken, it actually doesn't look, red and blah blah blah. Actually looks nothing. It's just regular light. Cycling line, I actually don't get that because raffle. That's too much. Now, of course, I can send Key to Doi, and so I'll actually fight one person, and I know that the second powerful-ish is, if I'm correct, now I'm actually going to make the ship some scene that crash landed a couple years ago. No, a couple crash landed and was leaving off. So I found this girl. She called herself Skyline. Why not? Yeah, so that's going to be the ship because why not? Now and she only she doesn't have a tail because if you know, but she can. No, she has a tail because why not? But she can go into this lethal form, but since her power level is only about 5,000, The lethal form only gives about 15,000. And it's like a 10 to 5. No, that's a 12 times boost if I'm correct. Yeah, 12 times boost. So yeah. Yeah, why not? Now after that situation, Ponies, 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 ponies. Remember, Shimmy Timbers, from the moon, she should do down. So I actually fight Captain Ginyu. I actually fight Dodoria. So I fight him, and they were going all out. Now, they have about 35-ish. No, they don't have 35. About, since I think there's like 12,000, 6,000, 16,000. I'm just giving them like 21,000. So, yeah. So, we're fighting, and then he goes into his second form, which is... I forget that. He goes into his second form, and use all that. Oh, that smelled. After that situation, they go. 1 second, they go. After that situation, I actually defeat Dodoria, and I haven't even shown anyone the Supreme Wave. I'm actually gonna leave that up to yeah. When I'm doing this, I see the Lord in his first form, like Frieza, flying at him at extremely fast speeds, hitting him, not even noticing for a minute, like, what? And punching him. Now, I think Frieza is like 20-something thousand, I remember. He's hit, boom, 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 boom. It's like, yeah, yo. And then he actually goes into his second form. I mean, his third form. And so that's like 35,000. I go like, lethal form. I mean, wrathful form. I go, if you have seen, yeah. Yeah, after that. Hitting him at extremely fast speeds. Boom, 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 boom. And I kick him down. Like, dang you! And he actually goes and I just get madder. And for some reason, I just get madder. And it's like, that's me charging up for. Lethal form. Now my power's up to 41,000. I mean 49. What? 45,000. This is your end, Frieza. Gone. Just, you know how Goku in his Master Transform form like has his hand. I know that I can't do this because he has to go in the Super Saiyan form again. I know. How dare you! Of course, making him making a supernova in the air. How to feel on this planet? And of course, everybody's seen this would try to fly over there at like fast speeds, but they can't because they can't. And I'm just, of course, as you know, Broly has his move where he throws his small beam and then it turns to a big one. And I do that, but I actually catch that small one and I actually turn it even extremely smaller, and I just throw it at him. Throw it at it. And just going directly through because it's like an atom. So no. And he's like, of course, it hitting him directly in the stomach. Him flying back at insane speeds. And I just go, brave. Of course, it's like if you know, it's like a power rush. So it's like a King base, and then there's Brave Heat with it. So like it's red, blue. It's red. I mean, it's like red and it's blue, and then it actually goes to green. So there's all these different colors flying into like a layer shape, just. He, of course, bursting into it, and the Ki Blast actually explodes him flying back over to me, and I say, this braving broken, what? Brave hate! All you just see is extreme amount of wind pressure coming out of Frieza's back. And then all of a sudden it just gets yellowish. Me flying him back into the ground. And of course, flying out of, lethal mode. And just flying on the ground. And just... Sora! Just carry on. And he gets out of his... He gets up barely... It's like... Full... I'll kill you! Final form. You better do this, Goku. Ew. Me passing out, of course. I'm having way too much fun with this. Then he's like, of course, everything happens the same. He goes Super Saiyan, and he actually gets off. He almost gets it off. He actually gets off, the elite, the beam, and then the, yeah. So I can do this again. And flying over there, I fly over there. This is my lethal form. This is a legendary super. This is the Super Saiyan. Just hitting them back and forth. Frieza barely able to hit half of them. And all of a sudden, he actually Cooler comes in because plot armor. Plot. Kicking me, and I was like, Cooler. While we're fighting, those two fighting, blah, blah, blah. Actually kill Cooler at extremely far away. Like, yeah, I'll kill this planet. Of course, making him supernova. And then actually making a second one in another hand, and it's making it extremely big, so it's called the Super Cooler Nova. I was like, the super cooler Nova. I was just, be gone! I was like, let's see it from another brave height. Of course, the super cooler Nova clash with both of them. Let's see if you can handle a lethal brave height. All of a sudden, it gets 10 times more bigger. So now my power, and now I'm using like all of my power. So it's like my power is like 110. So it's like about 56,000. Lethal. He's breaking through it. Brave. Turning my fist in downwards like a uppercutting motion. And making him fly down. Of course, him being his final form. Hate! Of course, being, since, yeah, the wind and the boom. And then I turned since my fist was in a uppercutting motion, I turned my fist into a straight, punch, or jab, into his stomach, and throw him in the ground. Of course, me passing out from like almost everything. I mean, literally everyone can feel this. I mean, Broly can feel this. I mean, the star people can feel this. I mean, my family can feel this. I mean, King Kai can feel this. I mean, that blue guy that has a monkey can feel this. That taught Goku, Spirit Bomb, and Kaioken. What is this power? And I just pass out from, like, literally, yeah. So I'm actually going to leave it off here, because why not? I'm actually going to leave it off here. Again, because why not? I'm actually just going to do Of course, me over-exerting myself. It was like, you know how the super cooler thing happened? Yeah, I was in like a, it was in like a Goku and Vegeta type of thing. So, yeah. Yeah, so like, I just feel this. Well, I'm actually just going to end it off also because I need to poop. So, see you.